What's up? So, I forgot to mention this yesterday in the vlog, but the shoot that I did yesterday means I have all kinds of stuff in my car. And so much stuff piled on top of so much other stuff that I don't have my microphone or my tripod or anything that's easily accessible. Hi, buddy. So that is why I've been holding my phone for the past now 2 videos. But I gotta go take all that back, which I figured is plenty of time for me to talk about plot and structure, because that's what I'm focusing on today for the script. So let's go do that, huh, bud? Knuckle. Good job. All right. See, structure is tricky and it's boring, if we're being completely honest, but it's also one of those things that is really necessary and really helpful. Like, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get it right, to figure it all out, to learn about it. I always say you gotta have lines so that you can color between them. And that's what structure is for me. It's, okay, these scenes need to happen roughly at these parts. Let's fill in the gaps to get there. I gotta get going though, because if I don't, I'll have to pay for this. And that, my friends, is part of structure, because I'm raising the stakes. If I don't return these lenses, I'll get charged extra. Alright, so that's out of the way. See, structure, there's a lot of different ways to do structure. There's a story circle, there's a hero's journey, there's, 3-act, 5-act, 4-act, 16 beats, you name it. There's a lot of different structures. Personally, my favorite, and I learned this, I believe it was from Vince Gilligan, who wrote and created Breaking Bad. The 4-act structure is maybe my favorite, because it's the 3-act, but a little bit simplified. At least simplified for me, because the 3-act is so broad that it's like, shit happens, and then you gotta figure it out, right? It just gets, I don't know, it's like hard to figure out that second act. The 4-act makes it very simple. See, you have the first act, which is like figuring out what's going on, like the setup for everything. Then you have the second act, which is like kind of figuring all of that out, like getting on the journey, getting things going. Then you have the midpoint, which is typically where like something big happens and changes the entire kind of trajectory of the story. Then you have third act, which is all like climax stuff. So it's like the most exciting, like, oh shit, is he gonna make it? Is it gonna happen? Are they gonna kiss? That whole thing. And then the fourth act, you have like the resolution, like it's all okay in the end, or it's not okay in the end, or whatever. And I just think that makes the most sense to me, because it breaks it down into like quarters-ish that make it a little bit more attainable from a writing perspective. So that's my favorite way to do stories and think about stories. So even today, wait 1 second. What's up?
When are you gonna be home?
I don't know, probably like a little bit. I'm still taking back gear. Why, what's up?
So you have that call at 3?
Yep. I do have that call. I need to be at home for that, don't I?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I will be home in time for that, I suppose. Okay, I love you.
Love you too.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. Okay, well, I gotta go do that. So let's hopefully get this gear back before 3 o'clock. Cue Fast and Furious music, I guess. Made it. Okay, gear is returned, and I gotta finish this video but drive because I have a very important meeting that I have to make, and it's a Zoom call. So, there we go. Finally got my microphone back. So this can go somewhere else, I guess. Made it. We're good. Hey, how's it going? Got the gear returned. Got the other gear returned on the other side of town. Had to drive from the south side of Nashville all the way to the other north side, 2 different suburbs with the city in the center. Made it work. Got here, had my meeting. It went great. See, the premise of today is structure, particularly the 4-act structure. And this would be the part in that 4-act narrative where I go celebrate. I go hang out with my wife, my dog, my rabbit. Because we have made it through the intro, the conflict and the build-up, if you will, the climax, and this would be the resolution. All of these things actually happened today. They all are genuine things that I had to do, and I think the 4-act structure just shows like a really easy way to kind of create and tell a story. I was able to look at what my day is and figure out how can I make that dramatic? How can I make that a story with stakes? And so as I'm writing this feature, that's something that I'm trying to think about. It just makes a lot of sense for me. I haven't nailed it down yet in this particular script. I kind of know like the beginning, I know what the setup is, and I know what the finale is, at least like opening and ending scenes, which is really nice. I know a few things that happen in the middle that are like dramatic events, but that's kind of my mission for today, is to sort of iron out like what are these kind of pillar moments that then we can like thread together with other scenes throughout the movie. Because really a movie comes down to like 4 major scenes, and the other like 70 are just the ones that get you to those moments. I will say this is like kind of the watered down version of the hero's journey. The hero's journey or the story circle are very similar, and they're like a clock, right? So you have 12 events, or maybe it's 8 events. This is just like get rid of all the extra and like what are the main events. And I think it works really well. So hopefully that helped. If it didn't, too bad. And listening. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.